Player personnel. My name is Darren Sutton. Lenny Torres takes the rock and he rolls. He's a young man too. He is not yet 17 years old. Still 16. David Ronsley, St. John's commit out of Beacon, New York, and he is one of a handful that will have a chance to make Team USA as well. This is a big arm in Lenny Torres. He's a perfect game All-American. And his Cadets Baseball Academy Travel Club is a good one.
Yeah, he's a young man. He has a young body. It's almost a middle infielder's body. We've been looking at these, Kumar Rockers and Jonathan Childress and Mike Vassils. This is a lean, wiry kid who would look like a middle infielder. The velocity comes very easy, mid-90s. It comes out of his hand very well. And he also has a feel for that slider as a strikeout pitch.
St. John's was his choice all along. He was thrilled when they offered him. He took it right away. He was very excited. He's a younger kid. He's a Gen Zer, but he's a baseball card collector. Those young men still exist, and the folks at Leaf love that. Certainly Leaf trading cards. Jordan Groshans with that big power out of Texas. He is a Kansas commit.
All right, Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Really exciting interview or testimonial for Top Velocity today. Comes from one of our 3X coaches, one of our best coaches in our certification, Angel. And I mean, Angel, give him your background, man. Tell him about you, how you got into this, why you came into Top Velocity. Like, tell them everything if you could.
Yeah, look, I've had a professional career, played 5 years in the minors. So I was fortunate enough to get drafted out of high school and play a little ball. After I finished in the minors, went into the world of instruction, and back in 2007, we joined Extra Innings franchise and started, our business here in Wappingers Falls, New York. And after doing like 7 years of lesson after lesson, and mechanically getting pitchers, I felt going in the right direction. I always recognized that I wasn't able to get that pitcher into that high velocity. Researched quite a few programs, and then when got it with Brent and kind of went down and got trained, it really changed the dynamic of how I saw pitching going forward. So I would say from going from that conventional guy that grew up in the era of mechanics and long toss, it really changed my perspective on what we needed to do for our players and our pitchers, and really started to learn to use the body. So I would say, after doing the program now, this is our 4th year with Brent. I think we've seen a tremendous difference in a lot of our players. Just like anything else, the players get what they put into it. So you can come in and do the program for the weeks that we offer it, and then if you don't do anything on your own, you won't see the efforts that you put behind it on a regular basis. But I think that the program for us has been the best program that I found out there. I truly believe in Brent's stuff, and I still agree that it's probably America's best pitching program. And I was fortunate enough to start working with Lenny as he was turning 14 years old. And since then, Lenny and I have worked together now for the last 3 years. And talk about a pitcher that has followed the program and is really giving all the efforts that it takes to be an elite pitcher. That's why he's seeing the benefits of this program.
I know, man. You're really impressive, Lenny. I'm excited to do this interview with you, man. I mean, Angel's told me a lot. You showed me your perfect game stuff. It's really exciting, man. I think your career is going to be incredibly promising if we just stay on this road of elite development. Let's go into Lenny. Talk about his story at this point, like where he is in his career, kind of the evolution of him right now.
So you want me talking to Lenny?
Yeah, I mean, give him an introduction, and then Lenny can fill in.
All right. So again, Lenny, has kind of gone through and had a great summer this year. So I'll just hit right to the summer of where we're at. Over the last 3 years, Lenny has grown not only as a pitcher, as a young man, but more importantly, we've seen, the velos come and everything that we've worked towards kind of fall in line. This summer he had an exciting summer. He did East Coast Pro. He did Perfect Game Nationals. He was on the 40-man roster for USA Baseball. So he's done a lot of great things this summer. And, again, one of the big things we hear that everyone likes is not only is he a velocity guy, but he's also a pitcher. He's learned, knows how to use the zone and knows how to pitch. So that's been really exciting. So I think he's going in the right direction.
So in the process, before I'll let Lenny jump into this, in the process of getting to this point, either one of y'all, what has been significant, or how did the programming really start to develop him? Like, or what did start to develop him? When did you really see him become go from that, I guess, amateur to now at a professional caliber pitcher?
What's that?
Sorry, Grant.
Sorry.
Yeah, get down. So I think I would say that at the end of last summer, we really saw the biggest jump when he ended up around the 89.7 mark. He really, I think that was the biggest jump we had. And then this year, obviously, from 89.6 at the age of 15 to the 95 of this summer. So we've seen that gradual growth. It wasn't a big, 10 to 15 mile jump. It's been gradual, but I would say that last summer is when we realized that, we had that professional arm.
So kind of take us through the process of his development. So was it in the beginning because he was young and he's still young? Was it was it just technically learning the biomechanics and then building in the strength and conditioning? Kind of give us a bit of the process and how did it work for him? Did he adapt to it really quickly, or were there some bumps in the road, some hurdles that he needed to overcome?
No, I think he's very athletic. So once we started working on the movements and introducing him to the program, he adjusted really quick because of his athleticism. So we really saw the program really start using his body the way it should be used. Working on the separation. What we find in a lot of young men, they're very tight in the hips. Learning to create that separation was probably the biggest transition. And once that came to light to him and how his body felt, I think that's when he started really pushing through the program.
So Lenny, talk about the developmental process through this. What do you feel you've benefited from the most? And kind of give us an understanding of the process. Like, talk about the grind. Like, what's it? I mean, how hard are you working, and what are some of the things that were big challenges for you? Anything like that.
I don't really face any challenges. If I face something I can't do, I try as hard as I can to overcome it. And then I work out 3 times a week, so that also helps on the plus side. And just everything comes together.
Cool. So what are some of the key things in the programming do you feel like has helped? I mean, is there anything specific that you liked? Like, how was it learning some of these med ball throws to try to teach these biomechanics? Like, was there challenges there, or
trying to force my hip to come through? I've never done that before. I didn't know I was supposed to do that. So when you have to actually enforce it and you work on it more, and then you just keep working at it, and eventually you just get the hang of it.
Cool. So obviously Angel's been a great coach because it sounds like he's really helped you kind of guide you through the process. I mean, what key role has he played in all this for you?
Basically, it's just the guy I always go to for everything. If we send him a video of something, he fixes it right there while looking at it. I could talk to him over the phone. He fixes it over the phone. And just, if he watches me for one pitch, he could point everything out that's wrong with me.
That's awesome. And he's done more than just biomechanics and all the training. It's been also pitchability stuff, like teaching you your other pitches and strategies on hitters. Has that been a lot of it as well with you?
Yes.
Cool. So, well, what are your goals from here on out? So, I mean, what are you looking forward to? You're obviously at a place to where you could potentially be a high draft pick. I mean, what are your goals from here on out?
Just play professional baseball, but college is my eye right now, and then whatever happens when the draft comes around, just I'm gonna be happy either way. So whichever way I go, I'm set. College, St. John's, their program is sick, so either way, I'm gonna be set.
Well, cool. Are you planning? I mean, are you focused on no matter what happens, also keeping your body in a certain place that will keep you the healthiest, the most successful? Is that a big part of some of your goals going forward?
Yeah, whatever I'm doing now, I'm just gonna keep doing it. So if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Interject into that, Angel. Give us some things. What are some of his goals you have for him going forward with the programming and with his development?
Yeah, at this point, again, Lenny's pretty much worked through a good portion of all the programs. We're up to level 2. So this year our goal is, continue to engage that back leg. We're introducing the Velo Pro this year, the King of the Hill. So all the things that you've been working on, it's all being introduced this year to Lenny. We haven't done some of those things yet, so we're really looking forward to getting that part of Lenny's workout. Right now he's 3 days a week. He gets to the gym at 6 in the morning before he goes to school. And then he's in here 2 to 3 times a week with me, working on the things we need to. So we're really just going to work on the explosiveness, continue to grow that part of his mechanics, and looking to get about another 8 to 10 pounds on him of muscle. So we get him into a good, 195 range. He's obviously still stretching out as a young man, so I think he grew probably an inch since last year. And then everything about arm care. Really, our big focus this off season is to continue good arm care, because I think a 17-year-old throwing 95, we got to make sure we protect that arm. And I think from that we're going to move in the right direction. But I think the program right now is really about just raising the level, kind of following some of the things that you laid out for the higher velocity pitchers, and continue to progress through the program.
Cool. So others can understand how this would work for them that would want to come to you. Ideally, I always recommend those guys come through camps. If they go to you, get into the programming. But talk about kind of the process, the way you have it set up your facility. Maybe that Lenny went through, or what others go through. Do they come in kind of in groups? Is there a point to where you take some to be individual and train them individually like Lenny, or how does it work with you?
Yeah, we actually, Lenny's been pretty much part of a group. This is the first year that he's actually working with me more on a one-to-one, because he's far past everyone else as far as where he is in the level of the program. So basically all our beginners will work together. We work in groups of 6. So everyone comes in, kind of follow your process. We do the evaluation, see where their body is. So we'll do the full evaluation. We then put them in the beginner's course to start. And from that beginner's course, they'll progress each year to the next level. So, Lenny, again, he's been with me 3 years. So last year we had 3 kids that were still in the same level as him, so he worked out with them. But this year, with him being at the next level, I don't have any pitchers that are still with me now. They kind of went off to college. So he's working on his own. So we'll progress them through the system. We take, for the kids that live in our local market, they'll do a 20-week program with me where we'll have them here twice a week with the velocity program, and then they do their lift here, 2 to 3 times a week. But we will kind of work them through and make sure they have a full understanding of the program. We go over all the nutritional values. We'll have seminars for them on that. We'll go through the mechanics. Right around week 13, 1 day a week, they're working the med ball drills, and then they're doing their bullpens with me, so I can make sure they're transferring what they learned during the off season and be able to get that working. And that's where we start working on, the pitchability stuff and talking about, how to do that and things like that. We use Modus as our arm analyzer, so we get to see where the arm's at, during the stress levels. So we've tied in a lot of different things that I think help build the play, the pitcher over the time frame. And then during the summer, they come in for their one-on-ones at times. We'll continue to build our summer program, so we have all year round, the pitching program going all year round, and really work the in-season program, things like that. So, we're really excited to keep growing with Top Velocity here at our facility. It's been a great asset to us.
Awesome, man. We're excited. It has been a great asset. Enjoyed having you over at the Elite Pitching Performance Seminar at Mike Ronald's place. That was fun.
Yeah, that was great.
And but tell them where you're located, how they can find you and stuff like that. So
yeah, you can visit us on the web at extrainnings-wappinger.com. You could also find us on the cadetsbaseballacademy.com site. We're on Twitter under EI_Wappingers. So again, we're out there, and definitely in the Hudson Valley in New York, where people kind of know who we are, but we're definitely looking to grow into other markets. We'll be announcing some one-day camps where we get some kids in for a one-day camp, run a 6-hour camp, kind of walk them through the whole program and give them the opportunity to purchase it. So we're looking forward to go down that avenue now and really try to get outside our demographic.
Well, cool, man. Any last words you want to say, either you or Lenny, about you know, his success or about the program? Any last words?
I mean, I'm just grateful for the program coming up, and with Angel especially bringing it to me. It just, obviously it works, so I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm not going to change anything. So for you to create something like that, thank you.
Hey, man, thank you. Like, you're exciting, man. I'm really looking forward to watching your career. I think a lot of great things are coming your way, man, so it's going to be exciting. So I'm fired up. I'm sure Angel is too. So.
Oh, yeah. We're looking forward to next spring when we put him on the hill.
It's going to be awesome.
So just everyone keep looking out for Lenny Torres Jr., man. He's going to be something else.
I bet he is. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it, guys. This is awesome.